Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds his man down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. It's a reverse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Henry. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Skips away from pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end down the gut. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Now the toss. Still running at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, September 28th, 1929, the first time USC and UCLA squared off on the gridiron. Here's how this year's edition finished up. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. No huddle offense to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Trying to get to him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone.
And the ball squirted out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Offense working from the pistol. Comes out throwing on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He finds his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
On second and goal, he carries again. Touchdown tie! And the route is on. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 18 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quick strike complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Handoff from the gun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dances away from the heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. He's looking to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On second down, wants to throw it. Looking for a big gain. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and
fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now on first down from the 43. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on second down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guys' ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to pump.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. And that is how we will wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.